Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, February 13th, and today got everybody moving. Abby's still asleep, but it's snowing outside. Still snowing. I've had a headache since last night when it started snowing. It's a bit down. It went away while I slept because I took Advil, and I just took Advil this morning, but you could see outside all the snow. Isn't that pretty? Look at the snow. Still lots of snow out there. Fluffy snow. So, um, this morning I'm having the leftover grapefruit that I had cut up for coffee break. I'm putting a little bit of actual stevia on there because I like it with sugar or stevia. Just the stevia I found first. So we're going to have that. So just little pieces. And I'm having the coffee. And I hope to give Abby a carnation instant breakfast. This morning when she starts to get moving, we've been finding that if she eats a little bit every few hours, it's better for her. She's less nauseous. The problem is getting her up. If she's dealing with insomnia and stuff like that, it's the getting her to awake. And that's the hard part, right? So, but I will bring you along for the day's adventures, as I'm sure I'm going to be doing some cooking and baking today, and maybe some prep work for Valentine's Day, as well as the weekend. So, bye. See you later. Hey, everybody. So, Abby got up and had a boost, and she's still not feeling well. And she's having some ginger ale. Hopefully that'll settle her stomach a bit so she can eat something. I took out of the freezer the what I call kind of deluxe craft dinner from last week. I made it with the cheese whiz and pasta. I just heated it up and I put some cheese on top and a little bit of pepper. And I'm gonna have that for my lunch. There's still the same amount, another serving, so if Abby's feeling up to it, she can have that. And we'll see how that goes. I don't know what else. The headache is still there. It went away for a bit, but it's come back again. So I'm hoping it just needs food. So, see you in a bit. I'm having one of the egg rolls that I made the other day. And Abby's having another one, the other one, as well as 2 slices of deli meat. And Abby's going to have the leftover serving of the ramen pho soup that we made last night. And I'm cooking up the fondue meat that I marinated yesterday, just so that I can have them cooked to make Vietnamese roll. So I just put that with all the marinade in this pan to pan fry it. And in my toaster oven, I have that tiny pork loin roast that I got for literally a couple dollars. And I just put the Korean barbecue sauce on it and put it in the oven. I'm going to get that cooked so we can make a chowmein out of it. This is the sauce I put on it, just VH Korean barbecue stir fry sauce to give it some flavor. And I'm going to cook it up to make a chowmein with it. Let's see, this fondue meat really does not take long to cook up because it's just really, really thin. So it's almost done. Just make sure all the pieces are cooked. So I just prepped up some broccoli with the stems and two small yellow carrots. See, here is the stems. I like to just chop them up in little pieces. I don't peel them or anything. And that's going to be for the chow mein, not all of that, but I'll see how much vegetables. And then I took some celery. See, there's some more celery. I chopped that up really tiny pieces for the chow mein. I put all the vegetables for the stir fry together, all that celery, the carrots, and most of the broccoli. The rest of the broccoli I put in here to put in the fridge for another meal. And there's the cooked pork. I'm just going to take that out and chop it up into pieces. And put that back in the pan for the stir fry. And there, I chopped it all up into little bite-sized pieces. And then I have that all ready with the broccoli and carrots and celery for the chow mein. So it's going to be this, that, chow mein noodles, and I'm going to make a sauce. So I'm going to start making the rolls, the Vietnamese rolls with rice paper. So you take rice paper on this plate, just has some warm water, and then you take this out. You don't get completely soft yet, and you put that on your plate. And then in here I have some rice noodles, some lettuce, some cucumber. Here's the meat, and I have a little bit of fresh mint and basil, but you can put whatever else you want. I was going to do the shredded carrots or that, but I'm going to put the carrots in my stir fry, and the bean sprouts we ate them yesterday, so now we're just going to make the rolls. So I just took a piece of lettuce and I put there. I'm going to put a little bit of meat and a piece of cucumber and then a little bit of rice noodles. You don't have to put rice noodles. You can do it all vegetarian and shred lettuce. So some rice noodles. And there's some mint and some basil. And then I'm just going to roll it up on the ends first. One there. And one there. And then roll from side to side. And there you have it. So you can put whatever you want in these. You could dip them in a seasoned fish sauce. So that's usually fish sauce, some water, some lime juice, some sugar, a bit of ginger, a bit of garlic. Or you could use a dipping sauce, or just hoisin sauce, or a hoisin peanut butter sauce, whatever you'd like. While making the rolls, I decided to have one just by itself, as I'm getting a bit hungry making these rolls. So they don't even need a sauce, because I marinated the meat. But if you're using leftover meat, like a rotisserie chicken or anything like that, and it's not kind of like the Asian flair, you might like a Asian type sauce, but it's quite healthy. And gluten-free. I don't know about really low carb because they're rice noodles. If you use the tapioca noodles or those magic noodles, they'd be low carb. And the rice papers, there's not much carbs on there. There, let me see. This is the package that I have right now. Yeah, there's 11 carbs in there, so you could make it low carb too. But we're gonna have this as a bit of a snack. I am back. So here is all the rolls I made, and still have lots of rice paper, but finished up all the meat and the noodles. So now I am just gonna cook up the noodles for the stir fry. I'm just getting some water started in the same fry pan that I cooked up the meat for the rolls. And now I took it out. Oh yes, there's the chowmein style noodles. These are fresh. We like to get these at the grocery store or sometimes at the Asian market. It says it's good till the 27th, fresh. Just put in your fridge. But they freeze really, really well. So you technically could just start cooking them into the stir fry, but we like boiling them a little bit because then it gives it a much softer texture, and then it stir fries much better too. So there, just gonna make sure it's all covered, bringing the water to boil. I didn't wash my pan from the meat, so I just like rinsed it and then put fresh water in, so it doesn't really matter. It adds some flavor to the noodles. I will cook these up for a few minutes, and then drain them, and then start stir frying the vegetables. So I'm starting to make the sauce. So I took about a cup of peanut butter. I just put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds to help it stir better. Because when it's cold, it doesn't really mix very well. So I'm going to use some of the Korean barbecue. I'm going to use a little bit of this chicken wing sauce. It was like honey garlic that we had from Chinese. We still have lots of sauce. As well as there was a tiny bit of the sugai gravy, which is kind of very watery. Just going to be mixing all those together to make a sauce. And then I'm going to add some soy sauce and garlic and ginger. So I'm going to add some ginger. There's still a little bit left in this jar. And then I added a big tablespoon of the ginger, and I'm going to stir that up and then add some soy sauce. I haven't put the soy sauce in here, but I just put it in the microwave for another 30 seconds because it was starting to, with all the cold sauces, it was starting to get really, really chunky, which you don't want because you want to kind of mix that peanut butter in with everything. Now, if you have chunky peanut butter, adding the peanuts into it adds a little bit of crunch and stuff like that. But see, this way it gets all amalgamated. Then I'm going to add some soy sauce. Okay. And then you stir it. Now is a good time to add a little bit of hot sauce or sriracha to this. It's a good taste. Yeah. Needs some hot sauce. And I just add a spoonful of this hot sauce. It's a Szechuan chili oil. Szechuan chili sauce. And I'm just going to stir that up and see what it needs now. Let's taste that. Okay, I think that's perfect. So see, the noodles are starting to cook. Going to let them cook a little bit more. It hasn't come to boil yet. But I'm taking my noodle server and getting everything covered in the hot water. So I'm just going to put some water in here and put the vegetables, and I just drained the pasta noodles, and put those vegetables in there to start cooking up with just water. I want those carrots to cook, and all that water will pretty much be evaporated. Okay, I'm just gonna put a lid on this and let that start to cook. So there's all the veggies cooked. Everything, even the carrots are starting to get soft. And I'm going to pour the sauce all in there, and then get the meat and put that in there too. And the meat, get that in there too. If the sauce was waterier, you could add a bit of cornstarch, like a cornstarch slurry to it. But I think once it heats up, it will thicken a bit as well. And then I'm going to add a little bit of toasted sesame oil. It gives a nice little flavor. A nice flavor to everything. And then you just bring it up to a boil again, and then you throw in your chowmein noodles and stir that all in. You can now kind of turn this off and just make sure the noodles, because the noodles will absorb all this wonderful sauce. Just make sure everything has some of the sauce. You could add other vegetables in here too. I could add shredded cabbage or peppers if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I think I'm just going to keep it simple with the three vegetables I did. I know my family eat the broccoli. The carrots might get picked out because they're not big carrot people. But there you go. It's all sauce, and still the stove is turned off, but see all the sauce? It's getting absorbed by those noodles. And then you serve that up. We'll have these with the Vietnamese noodles, our rolls, and that is what we're having for supper. Now that supper is ready, I'm just waiting for my husband to get home so we can eat. I took out the freezer package of filet mignon steak for my husband and I for tomorrow. and a package of minute steaks for the girls. I'm going to just take those out and let them defrost for a bit. And then I will put them in a container and have them marinate in steak spice, lemon juice, garlic, a little bit of hot sauce. And have that ready for tomorrow. And we're having vanilla yogurt with blackberries.